Bienvenue dans le journal de Vue d'ailleurs. Vuedailleurs.com, c'est un site qui couvre toutes les rubriques d'un journal. Politique, économie, sociale, levée de fonds, il y a une colonne opinion également. Et dans cette séquence, nous allons mettre un coup de projecteur sur quelques articles qui portent sur des sujets variés, mais soulignent de manière variée les tendances à l'œuvre sur la scène internationale et intérieure. Après avoir abordé l'évolution possible au Vatican, nous parlerons des forces de l'ordre en France avant d'évoquer le dernier livre de Brandon Brown, Économie internationale et culture. Vous le savez, le site vuedailleurs.com est totalement ouvert sur l'international. Je vous présente Brandon Brown, qui est l'un des associés fondateurs de Macro Hedge Advisors et chercheur au Hudson Institute. Et bien, en tant qu'économiste spécialiste des questions monétaires, financières, internationales, consultant, il a notamment occupé le poste de directeur de la recherche économique chez Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group. Il est également chercheur associé au Mises Institute et auteur de plusieurs ouvrages, dont celui écrit avec Philippe Simoneau, qui est un essayiste économiste, professeur d'économie de droit à l'université de Nanterre et de Versailles. On shift donc en anglais pour savoir pourquoi Brandon Brown a écrit ce livre. Brandon Brown, thank you to be with us. In this column, we are going to talk about your fantastic book. It's called Europe's Century of Crisis Under Dollar Hegemony, a dialogue on the global tyranny of unsound money. And this book showcases a dialogue from you and Philippe Simoneau on the subject of the European monetary turmoil, past and present. Why have you chosen this topic now?
Well, Philippe and I view US monetary policy and regime over many decades as a fundamentally destabilizing influence on global economy. And it's a great pity and disappointment that Europe, after several tries, has failed to distinguish itself or protect itself from that US instability at great cost and loss of prosperity. So our hope in this book is to point a way in which Europe might do better in the future. And of course, it did do better in the past, in the period of the Deutschmark and the German monetary lead in the 1970s and 80s, but it hasn't managed to continue that under European Monetary Union.
Do you think that the US hegemony is going to continue in the years to come?
Well, it's a two-part story. In the short term, meaning the next year or two, I could well see US hegemony, monetary hegemony, increasing. Because if we're moving on to phase two of the pandemic crisis, which could very well go together with the darkening clouds over global credit markets. And Europe is the epicenter of any credit banking problems globally. So you could well see the dollar hegemony, in fact, increase before the pandemic crisis is fully over. But beyond that, as we go into what we believe is a phase of much higher US inflation after the pandemic, at that point, US hegemony could begin to diminish.
Tell me, the economies has known a crisis many times, but to be honest, the sanitary crisis that we know now has a huge, deep economic impact. So do you think that is going to impact also the currency system that we have now?
Very much so. The pandemic crisis has some similarities to war crisis, and a big difference though this time has been the extent of monetary inflation going along with the actual crisis. So that in the middle of a recession, you've got huge bubble in technology shares and a huge bubble in some global high yield credit. That's very likely going to end up quite badly with another episode of crash and a second recession before this is fully over.
Last question. China is a very powerful economy, growing economy. And they would like, I believe, that their national currency becomes international. Is it something that's going to happen soon?
No time soon, because it's impossible to imagine a Chinese currency becoming a rival or a serious rival of the US dollar so long as you have a completely illiberal regime and a currency which is highly restricted. Only a fully convertible Chinese currency in a democratic liberal regime could become a competitor for the dollar, and we're a long way from that.
Thank you very much, Brendan Brown. That was a short but intense interview. Thank you to have been with us. I recommend to everyone this excellent book, Europe's Century of Crisis Under a Dollar Hegemony, a dialogue on the global tyranny of unsound money. You can find it on Amazon. Thank you very much, Brendan Brown, and thank you for your attention. Have a very good day.
Bonjour à tous et bienvenue dans notre émission Entreprise et Innovation, votre rendez-vous innovation, développement économique et enjeux du digital sur TV Finance. Tous les jours, TV Finance met en lumière une société, un projet, des hommes et des femmes qui font l'entreprise d'aujourd'hui et de demain dans un monde en perpétuelle évolution. Pour y participer, contactez-nous sur tvfinance.fr.